So, Blondie, are you finally going to tell me what Rav has been hinting around about for days now?
I'm not happy with him. This isn't any of his business.
Well, that's never stopped him in the past, but besides that, I suspect it is my business, especially since these mate insignias appeared on us right after we had sex.
Had sex?
What? I cleaned it up. I didn't say fucked. Should I have said make love? I didn't mean any disrespect, Blondie.
It's so easy to pull your chain.
Oh, Blondie, I'm gonna spank your ass for that one.
Sounds fun, but I think we should shower first. I like going to the club, but being around the scent of so many humans makes me crave a good old-fashioned shower.
Sure thing, babe. I'll start the water for us.
Wait. What the fuck is on your back?
What? It's not a spider, is it? I hate spiders. They make me wish I was a dragon so I could scorch them off the face of the planet.
It's much worse than that. I'm not even sure I want to hear the story behind that thing.
Give it up, Blondie. What the hell are you talking about?
Well, mate of mine, I want to know why you have a rather large, sparkly unicorn tattoo on your back.
What the bane? Spark, show yourself. We've talked about this before. No unicorns. I'm a wolf, and wolves and horses don't mix. Even if they're sparkly with a horn on their head.
Colby?
Yeah. Spark couldn't form words real well when we met. It started out as Kobe and eventually went to Colby when they discovered the joys of Colby cheese, but that's as good as it's gotten. Spark, this is my mate. You can call her Healer.
It's nice to meet you as well, I think. Why do you have a demon that masquerades as a tattoo attached to your back?
That's a long story, babe.
Do I taste good? What does that mean? This is a demon, right?
Yes, Spark is a demon.
Just wanted to make sure, Colby.
You are not allowed to think of me as Colby. I can be Cobalt, Wolfman, ever-ready sex machine, and any number of other things, but not Colby. I am not gonna have my mate think of me as some comfortable, mushy teddy bear. You just earned 20 more swats, Blondie. No, Spark, you can't eat the Healer. Spark doesn't understand the difference between eating bodies and eating souls. I'm making headway, though. They don't eat metal and rubber anymore. Yeah, eating that dump truck full of manure curbed that bad habit much better than tummy aches and my reminders.
Why is it that every answer you give me just brings more questions? Never mind. Let's start with How did you meet the demon without being eaten or going into battle with him?
Hey, Spark, why don't you go play that new game I got you? Yes, really. You can play for an hour and then I'll come tuck you in.
So, you're like a demon daddy?
I like to think of myself as a guardian. I guard the world from Spark, and Spark from the world.
Yeah, I can see that. Are you going to tell me how all this came about?
Well, I walked into a bar.
If you're making a joke, I'm going to show you my expertise with CBT.
With what?
Never mind, just continue.
Okay. Well, where was I?
You walked into a bar.
Right. Well, it was more like a village tavern, but yeah, you get the gist.
Yeah, continue.
Well, there was this Atlantean being an asshole to the waitstaff. It pissed me off. And I was young and dumb and full of myself since I'd just come off the battlefield where Rav and I had kicked some major ass. Since it was a human tavern, I figured it'd be a good old-fashioned brawl, and I'm always down for a good fight.
Did the Atlantean use magic anyway?
No, not exactly. Instead, he pulled out a sword about as long as my leg and almost as thick. I couldn't conjure anything in direct sight of a human, so I got my ass kicked. Or, more to the point, my throat cut. Hence, the deeper, sexier voice than Rav.
Okay, well, where does the demon come in?
I'm getting to that. Well, I managed to stumble out of the tavern before I shifted into a wolf. Barely. And then Spark came along. They thought I was a puppy, which is both insulting and advantageous, since Spark likes puppies almost as much as unicorns, so they didn't eat me.
Well, that's a relief.
Yeah, no shit. Well, Spark took me back to their lair and tried to nurse me back to health. Thankfully, it wasn't a mortal wound, and as a were, I healed quickly. During that time, I learned that a demon slayer killed Spark's parents and then left Spark to fend for themselves. Well, clearly that wasn't a good idea for anyone, so we've been together ever since.
Okay, but why are they tattooed on your back? How does that even work?
Well, Blondie, I can't exactly run around the human world with a demon riding on my back. The pallor of their skin and the horns on their head would likely cause a breach of the secrecy rule. So, I taught them how to shift into what looks like a tattoo. Normally, they shift into a wolf or a dragon, but every now and then they'll go for something more warm and fuzzy. And since it's on my back, I don't always notice.
They weren't on your back at the club, were they? I'm not cool with that.
Oh, hell no. The last thing I need is for Spark to discover sex right now. Yeah, I'll deal with that in a couple of centuries. First, they gotta learn what's edible and what's not. You wouldn't believe how sensitive a demon's digestive system is. Is this gonna be a problem between us? I know you probably weren't planning on a werewolf for a mate. let alone a werewolf demon package deal.
Oh, I'm very pleased to have you as my mate, Cobalt. I haven't spent much time around demons, though, but I think you're a great guardian, and I'll help any way I can. Where are they now?
They're at my house. Or, actually, it's Rav's house, since Rav's house is technically my house.
What? Let me guess. It's another long story.
Yeah, pretty much. Since we both have a mutual disdain for authority, we took a few precautions in case our respective councils decided we were on their shit list. It came in pretty handy when Rav was arrested. You know, he's not a half-bad strategist.
Don't cut yourself short, big guy. Your prowess impresses the hell out of me.
Oh, Blondie, I love it when you talk like that.
How are we going to make this work? I mean, I don't have a problem with you being a werewolf, but you have a pack. Are they going to be okay with a vampire in their midst? Since we're mates, being apart will be uncomfortable.
My pack is basically Rav and Spark. I don't think either will have a problem with it. I suspect Rav figured it out already.
No. I mean your wolf pack.
My wolf pack hates vampires. They ordered me to kill Rav a long time ago, but I couldn't do that. Rav was more loyal to me than they ever were. Truth be told, they were a bunch of assholes.
So what happened? They just let you walk away?
No, it doesn't work that way in the animal kingdom.
I guess that's another long story, too.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, I think it was very brave of you to stand up for your friend instead of caving to peer pressure. I'm sure it was difficult for you.
An assassination squad is peer pressure? Yeah, that's one way to look at it.
Where do you call home, Cobalt?
I have a spread that borders Canada. It's great for running in wolf form.
But I have a responsibility here.
Ah, you're a worrier. I wouldn't have guessed that. Don't sweat it, Blondie. We'll work it out. It's important that Spark isn't near populated areas unsupervised. But I'm aware. I can teleport us to my place and back in a blink of an eye. Besides, home is wherever you are.